Hello and welcome to Wellness Wednesday. How the hell are you? I hope you're all well. I was awakened from a nap. It was a late nap, I have to admit. But I'd been out and about, and got home, and I thought, you know what? I feel really tired, so I think I'm just gonna have a nap just for an hour. So I lay down on the couch, on the sofa. Little Oakley jumped up by the side of me and, nestled in with me, and we snoozed, we did, and then all of a sudden, the doorbell went, and it's my daughter. I was like, "Oh, oh, okay." So we watched one of our favourite programmes together. So that's that. So I'm surprised I'm even on time. So how the hell are you all? So we've got Capone in the house. Hey, Capone. We've also got Edna. We've got Bridge singing happy birthday for Timber. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I know. I know. Stupid I am. Okay, and we've also got somebody by the name of Craig. Hello, I'm here because Barley said this is a place for educated people such as myself. Welcome, welcome, Craig. Yes, we're all a bit intelligent over here. So I'm sure you'll fit in very well. So I need to get my girlies on up here to talk to me, to talk to all of us. Craig is okay. I'll vouch for him. Thanks, Capone. We trust our Capone. So anyway, guys, I bought myself a bureau. I got it from you call them thrift stores. Um, it's a cancer research shop, so I always try and get stuff from there if I can. I like to spend money in there. Anyway, there was a bureau, and someone's attempted to paint it in a gold color. Now the paint they used does look quite expensive, but there's a few sort of flaws in it. But I thought, do you know what? I can sort that out. So I'm getting it delivered because it's just too heavy for me to carry. And yeah, so I'm gonna work on it, maybe put a bit of gold leaf on it. Hey, Bridge. Hey,
Hey.
Edna. Hi, girls. How are you?
Good.
Hey.
Looking forward to a chilled chat. Hi, Barley. How you doing, sweetness? I hope you're
Hey,
well.
Valerie.
So, what have you guys been up to apart from watching Baby Reindeer?
Oh,
I was gonna watch it again last night because Edna brought up the idea to talk about it today. So I was like, I need to freshen up and see the things that I didn't see the first time, but I didn't watch it again.
okay. I'm I decided like to end my break with cannabis, so I'm nice and relaxed.
Okay. Did you watch it though, Edna?
Oh yes.
Edna, love. Edna. I think we may lose Edna at some point
Yeah,
throughout the stream, but
she's
she'll
on
come
another
back to us.
planet. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. She'll be wandering off to other people's chats and all sorts, appearing there, going on panel, becoming members. But she'll always fly home in the end, eventually.
Yeah,
Capone.
I did watch it. I thought it was really good. Like, from all the discourse, I didn't, I really I don't know that I expected, but I think it really showed everything well, from I guess how it actually happened. But it seems like it doesn't paint her as completely, the crazy one. Like he definitely led her on, and there was so many things happening, like that he contributed to her delusions.
Yeah, I think so too. Is that what you thought, Bridge?
I thought the lady was absolutely batshit crazy.
I mean, there was no way around it. If she wasn't crazy, I mean, this wouldn't be.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
I I think was she crazy or was she made crazy because of the way he was sort of feeding into her sort of fantasy in a way? Because
Okay.
go on.
Okay, because I'm thinking he took her to lunch too.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Okay, so that is leading her on.
Yes.
But
Well, you know what? It wasn't so much as lunch; it was a coffee date.
still.
It
But
was
I mean,
still
he was. I felt like at that time he was still saying like, "No, we're just friends." Because at first it was supposed to be a picnic, right? He was like, "That's what
yeah.
lovers do. We're friends."
Hmm.
Yeah. Okay.
But he was still giving her the rope, like, hey, come on.
He
Because she was
definitely
just,
was.
yeah, because she was just a customer. She was a customer coming to the bar. And who takes a customer to even coffee?
No, I mean the thing is, she wasn't even a customer because she never paid,
Hmm.
for any
Yeah.
of her drinks. So I don't even know. I mean, she really was a source of entertainment.
Yeah.
For him, do you think?
Absolutely, for him and the bar, like, cause like his coworkers would have a good laugh at her coming in and
Hmm.
whatever.
Yeah. But it's like I said in my video, if no one's watched it, that I did yesterday, about it. It's like I said on there, I do believe that there were more things that happened, and I don't mean, he jumped her bones or anything like that. I just think that he perhaps led her on more than
Hmm.
he showed in the program. That's what I think. Because you imagine, right, if you really fancy a bartender, right, and you keep going every day and it's a little place. I mean, those sort of pubs in London, people know everybody in there. Everybody
Hmm.
knows the regulars. And it wasn't a busy place. So whenever she went in, she was able to get a seat at the bar and she could sit there for hours and hours and just chat to him. Okay, I do feel that his big mistake, I have to say, was taking her to the meal because then I think it overstepped the mark. It was
Hmm.
like, um, for her, it would have been a date.
Hmm.
Whereas I can kind of see, I mean, he was joking about going for a picnic and everything, wasn't he? And then it's almost like the light went on in his head and he was like, oh no, maybe I shouldn't do that.
Well, you
Hmm.
Uh,
also saw how much she spent on the basket. It was nearly two
oh,
hundred pounds.
I know. It's like Capone said, but it definitely blurred some lines.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Now, I don't know. We'll talk about the interview afterwards, okay? Because I think I looked at it differently because I was watching them both together. I started watching the interview because I wanted to see what this woman was like.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And then when I saw the actual program, I thought, do you know what? The woman in the program seemed much nicer than the real woman. That's what I thought.
Because I
I,
think that I think that she was putting on an act in the interview. Like, she was lying up and down. It was totally obvious she was lying about a lot of things. And
yeah,
I think that she was putting on an act.
yeah.
Yeah.
And I think she's actually become, I mean, she was absolutely obsessed with him.
Hmm.
But what I don't understand is why did he give her his email address? How did she get his email address? Oh, maybe because he was a comedian. Okay, I've
Yeah.
answered that
Yeah.
question.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
okay.
think because
But
she got it from his website.
yeah, but you can block emails, can't you?
You can.
So why
Yeah.
didn't he just block the
Oh,
emails?
okay. I'm gonna derail the conversation because I'm thinking about it. And I remember a time where I was working at a job, and this girl, this woman, she liked me.
Uh-huh.
And we would talk, we would talk and stuff like that. And I thought it was I thought it was all cool. Like, we friends, okay, whatever. And then one day she asked me to coffee. Okay,
Uh-huh.
so I'm just like, oh, she was like, we can go get some coffee. And it was like, we were working like in this strip mall or whatever. This is when I was at the gym. And the little coffee place was a couple of doors down. So I'm like, okay, cool. Now I'm
Uh-huh.
thinking it's just like, we're getting coffee on our break and stuff like that. But she
Yeah.
felt it was a
Mhm.
date.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. And
That's when people think of coffee as a date.
yeah, and so it was kind of weird, kind of awkward and stuff like that. And then I finally realized that this girl likes me, and I'm just like, oh no. And she because like I said, I was at the gym and she was like the front desk, like to check people in, and also she did the kids club where people would drop their kids off to be babysat while they worked
Mm-hmm.
out and stuff like that. She worked in there, and so while she was in there, she had like drawn this picture and written this note and stuff like that. And I remember she on the note she was just like, I'm tired of playing these Tom and Jerry games. And
Oh
I'm just like,
no.
what the hell? And I was like, oh my God, she means like cat and mouse. Like she
Yeah.
speaks
Yeah.
to the mouse. I'm the mouse. Oh
Oh
my
no.
God.
Run, Bridget, run.
And it was just so uncomfortable. And like her friends were our coworkers were telling her like, okay, Bridget's not gay. She's not gay. She's not like that. Like, I don't think it is what you think it is, and stuff
Mm-hmm.
like that. Now, it was just very awkward. I went to my boss and then called her boss in. We all had a conversation and stuff, and I'm
Oh
just like really
no.
uncomfortable. But the thing about it, and I'm veering off again. My boss, which is a man, I'm telling him this, and this dude is cracking up at the whole situation. And I'm just like, I am
Oh
really uncomfortable.
Mm. You know what's funny though, because I can actually understand that happening, because if that happened to me, and I know it probably sounds a bit silly, but if it was another girl, I wouldn't think, oh, well, she fancies me. Do you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
no.
exactly.
So
That's happened
yeah.
to me. I had it was a coworker, and she just made one too many. Do you think a gay girl and a straight girl could be friends, or can be more than friends, or like whatever she was asking? I was like, very, very uncomfortable.
Oh my God. Hi, Sasha. Oh, you like the meme, did
Gotcha.
you? Bridge, that video had me crying. It had me
Oh
crying.
my goodness.
Yeah, I won't tell you what I put in to find that. I put in something like big fat brown drunk. And that's what it came up with. I thought, that'll do. That'll do nicely.
Oh
Oh
my
my God.
goodness.
Because normally I just put up Schitt's Creek ones because I love Schitt's Creek.
Hmm.
Mhm.
Um, yeah, so getting back to that, um, I was asking my daughter if she'd seen it and was praying that she had. She said, yeah. She said, I was thinking I might watch it again. I said, oh God, why do you want to watch it again? She said,
Right.
because I had it on in the background. So I wasn't really paying that much attention to it. But
Mhm.
yeah, I want to watch it and just sort of digest it a bit. And I was like, oh my God. I found it really sort of uncomfortable. I think there were some things in it that didn't really need to be in there and didn't
Hmm.
need to be so graphic.
Hmm.
Um, and I don't know, I hate to say it, but I just think he was a bit of a weirdo. I
Yes.
do.
Oh
Yes.
yeah, that
I think,
comedy I hated. It was
oh,
cringe every time.
it wasn't funny at all, was it? It was,
Mm-mm.
it was awful. So I think it's going to be cool what actually comes out of this, whether because they're saying that she may be taking Netflix to court. I don't think that's going to happen
I don't think so
unless
No.
either.
unless she gets bullied into it. That's the only thing I'm thinking. Is she going to be bullied now by some, lawyer to take them to court? But then it's going to end up that she's going to lose.
Yeah.
Um,
Unless there's, like specific privacy laws or, communication laws that I'm unaware of. I don't see what her case is. What is her, like what is she suing for? Because it sounds like he's using like the exact quotes.
Well,
Hmm.
she's denying it. She's denying it. And she's also saying that um well, what everybody else is saying, and of course she's going to run along with it now,
Yeah.
that it was obvious who she was. I didn't know who she was. I mean, why is it obvious who she was?
Well, they
You,
found her.
I think. Well, you know what? When she said that, it's like they. I don't know all the details and everything, right? But I'm sure that they did give enough details to where you could put two to two together if you really know how to look for someone. And I think most of us, the average person, wouldn't be able to do something with it. But you're talking about millions of people watching this. Somebody's gonna be able to do it.
And what about I mean, I couldn't work out, was he a music producer, or, the one
He was a
who,
writer, wasn't he?
yeah, or something like that. Now, people are saying that they know who it is. And Richard, forgotten his surname already, Gad, has said that, oh, no, no, it's not him, it's not him, it's not him. So I think it's going to be quite interesting to find out whether he's actually lied in it as well,
Mm-hmm.
whether he's built on a fabrication and sold it as a true story. I think that's what's going to happen.
Well, I was watching the behavior artist who does body
Yeah.
language analysis, and he was saying from what he could get from it was that she was telling the truth when she said that she did not go to jail.
Okay.
So he's saying that that was probably a fabrication.
Oh, okay. Yeah, and they made that bit up, like for
Hmm.
the, fictionalizing it,
Right,
as that woman
right.
was saying, as my bestie was saying. I still like her. She makes me laugh.
But you know what? Isn't there like a report that a nephew came out and said that she actually has been in jail?
Yeah, it was.
Hmm.
I played it on my video yesterday.
Oh,
So
okay.
those of you that are watching this, I did a very good video. It took me all bloody day to do that. But anyway, I did a video.
That
Uh,
means you should watch if you haven't watched, and if you've
yes.
watched, watch it again.
Yes, and again and again. Yeah, so I did explain that in there, and showed it. There's this guy, he's called Simply Said, and he's actually put up another video today saying that. I mean, we can watch it if you want to, girls.
Sure.
Saying that he believes, I don't know him as a YouTuber, so I don't know how much of what he's saying is going to be, true. But
Hmm.
what he's saying is that she has, or what's it called, Simply Said, um, that she has asked for an, exorbitant amount of money. Right, where is he? Where is he? Where is he? Has he changed the picture? That's right. That's weird. I provide brief commentary.
I heard, I was halfway watching. Somebody had said that Pierce had paid her like £1 million or something like that for the
She
interview.
asked for it. She
Oh, okay,
asked
okay.
for it.
Hmm.
Yeah. I can't
Because
find
I
that.
didn't know. I didn't think those guests got compensated.
Well, didn't they fly someone over? Didn't you say, Bridge, that someone he just got off the plane or something?
No, 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 no. They didn't fly him over. I guess he was just traveling and he was just getting off the plane. And that's when the producer said called him to be on the show. That's why
I
he
don't
was
know.
dressed so casual.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I
Hmm.
just thought it was typical American, American dress. Do you know what I mean? Can't be bothered. I'm going on TV. Can't be asked. I'm just going to go like this. Right. Can't find. I thought it was called Simply Said. Can't find it. Keep talking, girls, because I am looking.
Wait,
Oh, okay.
is it really Capone's birthday? Oh, she says not my birthday.
Oh, okay. Wait for Jan
Oh, okay.
Capone. What? It is her birthday. Happy birthday.
No,
And let's get the
no.
music.
Capone said it's not my birthday.
Oh, I wanted to play that. I'm going to play it anyway while I'm looking for this video. There.
Happy birthday to you.
There we are. Sing along, girls. I'll find this bloody video now.
Happy birthday, Capone and Timber.
Happy
Yay.
birthday! Happy birthday! Ah, this shit. Capone pulled a timber. I can't find this bloody guy now. Where's he gone? I'm sure I thought it was called Simply or Simple Said. It wouldn't be Simple Said, would it? Simply.
Maybe, perhaps.
No, because we speak proper English over here, so no.
Oh, okay.
Oh, where's he gone? And he did one today.
Oh, I think Capone posted the link.
Oh yeah.
I can't click on
Said.
there though. Simply Said. It is called Simply Said. I thought so. Right. Okay, chat amongst yourselves. Get them in a minute.
What did you think about the relationship with you? I mean, when the comedy was so bad. I couldn't imagine anybody you know what I mean? Having any genuine interest in it. So
That wasn't real comedy, was it? It was awful.
No. So it does make me think that he was being groomed from the start, to be taken advantage of.
Yeah.
Oh, by the guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you put Simply Said. Hang on a minute.
Simply Said _.
Simply Said _ Right. Okay, we'll get them in the end, guys. I hate it when people do this as well. There's a woman on there that comes up as Simply Said, which isn't him. And I just can't. Right. Can you find it? Is it one word?
Yeah. Put the @ sign and then Simply Said _.
Okay.
Let me see if I can copy
Okay.
it.
Okay. I can't copy it. I can't do that. Right. There he is. Right. Okay. Right.
Okay.
3. Okay. 3 hours ago. So here we go. Right. Shut up. Right. Okay. Let's present. Da 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 da. Right. Okay. Shall we stay in this room? Do we want this bigger, girls, or are you all right with that?
Let's do bigger.
Oh, I was looking at the wrong screen. I think you can do it a little bit bigger.
That's all right, isn't it? That's it. That's done. Okay, right. Okay, so he's called this Fiona Harvey demands £1 million from Piers Morgan after she turns on him. So they're going to say that she went on the turn. So that's going to be interesting. Let's see.
Right. We're so barking mad about doggy wellness that each of our delicious meals are tailored.
Fiona Harvey, aka the real life.
Right, I'm going to stop. Right, do you need it? Do you need it bigger than that, Capone? Right, how about that? Can you see that now?
That's better.
Perfectable. Right, okay, yes. Let's go. So she's demanding £1 million. That doesn't surprise me, but anyway, let's listen.
Wife Martha from the hit Netflix show Baby Reindeer has come forward with yet another controversy. Recently, she appeared on Piers Morgan Uncensored to share her side of the story and everything that she claimed to not be true from the show to try and get it publicly out there. Now, for the show, she was paid £250 to make an appearance, and the show has gone on to garner well over 10 million views. But recently, she has come forward and said that the £250 that she was offered was not enough, and she would settle for £1 million.
Oh my God. So what do we think about that, ladies?
She's crazy, and she agreed upon this specific amount, and that's what it is.
That's it. And you know, whenever you appear on TV, you sign everything. You know, you sign contract, even if you're just doing something little, and that's it. You know, that's the contract signed. That's what you're going to be paid. Okay, let's see what Barley says. Okay, she would be stupid if she didn't try to make some money from this reveal, and they exaggerated it very much. I know for sure she is something, a wacko, but not as bad as she was portrayed. Okay, all right. And Capone thinks she looks like Susan Boyle.
She does.
Yeah.
She does.
Doesn't sound
You know
like
what though, Bally? She was pretty bad because she messed Terry up.
who's Terry?
That was the trans woman that Donnie was dating.
Oh, yeah. Can we talk about that for a second?
Yeah.
What do we think about that? I mean, I have to say, right, the thing that I cannot understand, I cannot get my head around is why did he, why did he need to fantasize about Martha so that he could have,
Oh my goodness.
you know what I'm going to say?
Yeah.
Why? That
That
was
was
freaky to me. I didn't like that.
yeah. I couldn't believe that he actually, I don't know, trigger warning or was spoiler alert. That's what I meant. Like I couldn't believe he actually slept with Martha.
He didn't. No, he
Didn't.
wasn't. That was a fantasy. That was a fantasy.
Are
That
we
was a
sure?
fantasy. Yes.
Yeah.
And that's what,
Okay.
but I will say though, Edna, it wasn't very clear because at first, that's what I thought. I thought, oh my God, she's going to love this. And then I thought, no, it was a fantasy. But they didn't make that very clear. Did you
Okay.
realize it? Did you realize it, Bridge?
Yeah. Yeah. Maybe I
Maybe
was. Yeah,
maybe
yeah.
Bridge is
I
just a
knew
bit
it.
brighter than we are.
Clearly. It's like, of course.
But don't you think that that's a bit weird, though? Don't you think that's weird? I think that's really weird.
I think because he like I said before, he was like in love with the attention.
Mhm.
So it was just like, okay, let me get all this attention. I don't know.
Yeah, but he'd already said that he was falling in love with Terry. So why would you think about somebody, or why would you even need to think about somebody?
Oh, because he has a hang up from the abuse.
Like
Okay.
his head was all screwed up.
Yeah. Yeah, it was. But I mean, how old was he? Oh, does it matter how old he was? I don't know. I mean, he
His
did
late
use the
20s.
word. He did use the word grooming at one point, didn't he? I don't know whether it was so much. Can you groom a grown man?
You can.
I think you can. Yeah.
Can
It
you?
was just a story about this was two women, but one woman was like a spiritual leader or what have you, and she was taking the other woman under her wing, like mentoring her or giving her like being a coach in some kind of way, and she ended up what is it called, Princella the Queen Maker and Taylor B.
No idea.
Okay. I don't know him, but like somebody that I watch, she talks about viral stories with her message. But yeah, like, and these are two women, and I mean, I think she did groom her. If you have somebody, because when there's any kind of power dynamic because this was an accomplished writer, right? And he, successful. He had the power to put Donnie on. So he looked up to him and he took advantage of it.
And plus, he introduced him to all those drugs too that he wasn't used to.
Well, I mean, call me naive, but why did he keep going back? Why did Donnie keep going back?
Because it was. I think it was the attention, and he was being introduced to things that he didn't try before, and he thought it was exciting, such as the drugs, and then the possibility of him being famous. That was always put in his ear by the guy. So I think that's why.
And I think also, like, after the first time, it's kind of like, well, it's already happened.
Yeah.
No, it didn't. It built up. And
well, yeah, I mean, I don't know if he thought it was going to go to that point, but I'm saying, like, if he, like, once it's already happened, I think he probably thought, well, I don't know, but I can just imagine, like, he already felt some kind of way about being taken advantage of. So,
yeah, right.
Because he also said that he slept around as a way to, I guess, try to reclaim his power.
Yeah, but then he was sleeping with both sexes, wasn't he? Because he was beginning to. I think that does happen. I mean, I don't know. I'm female, but I have heard that if a man or a boy maybe is, SA, that they do, question sometimes they
Mhm.
do question their sexuality, and I can understand that. Without going into details, I can understand that. I want to address Sasha. Sasha, we're talking about Baby Reindeer. You need to watch it, honey. It's good. Right, and I also want to talk a bit about what Barley's saying, because Barley's very interesting. Barley's lived a very interesting life. So she says, in my life, I had many stalkers. If you work in the bar business, nightlife, or that area, you will meet stalkers and crazies. Yeah, he wants the fame and attention. I agree with you. I kind
Mhm.
of get that. I think he did want the fame and the attention. Um, did you see it, Barley? These details, we don't know, Edna. It can be part of his story. He's a sicko just as her, and he gets away with stardom on a story he had with her and
Yep.
her vulnerability.
Yep.
Yeah, that's a
What?
really good point, Barley. So I guess that you did watch it. That's a really good point, honey. Um, in nightlife, you know not to lead on. You get used to it. It becomes an instinct not to lead on. He did lead her on and then exploited her
Mm-hmm.
brokenness, and his as well, for his own benefit. Yeah, yeah. I wonder if there will be any court cases or anything. Yeah, it's on Netflix. Sasha. Right. Okay. So Sasha wants to discuss on Drama Friday. We can do. We can do. I'm happy to do that. We'll see. We'll see if anything else comes up. So much floating around, isn't there, in the atmosphere?
Yeah.
Right now, let's talk about this for a second. I know it's a bit of drama, but I don't. Was she really stalking him, or is that just rumor? And how do we know that
Well,
she was
PG.
stalking him? What, Edna?
Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. So with PG, I think at this point he's said it so many times that like even if he's like deleting his messages, or like even if he was doing something slick, the optics are she's a stalker, right? So just on that alone, if that that would be enough for me to be like, okay, then I'm not gonna message you anymore. But I mean, this was maybe a week ago, and she had the last messages were from like the end of April.
You talking about Monty?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know anything about it. I've heard a rumor that she was stalking him, but then I then heard that they were friends. So I don't know. That there's so many sort of fabrications that float around this part of YouTube. It's very difficult to understand, or
Monty
garner the
has
truth from anyone.
Yeah, Monty hasn't really played with her like, oh, we're cool. Like, you know, what I mean? Like I think he's maybe at best been like neutral towards her. But I don't get the impression, like, or at least like publicly, he's not, kind of like playing around with maybe being friends or maybe talking or whatever. Like, I feel like that's been a hard line for a minute. So that like PG sending all these messages, like it's past, oh, I just want to see if we can maybe get back together. I just want to close up. Like it's been over a year and a half or so that he's saying that they said, like we're done. And he hasn't contacted her, but she's still sending messages.
That's
Right.
weird.
So fill me in. Did they actually have like a relationship beforehand?
He said no.
Okay. Okay. See, I mean, I'm not going to call any of you, fabricators or anything, but it is difficult because I know that the rumor mill is a real thing
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
on YouTube. So it's difficult, and I'm one of these people. I like to see it for myself before I call anybody something. Um,
Hmm.
so yeah, I mean, yeah, as Capone says, is it really stalking when he's in Canada? But she's harassing him. I think there is a difference. Maybe she is harassing him.
There can be online stalking.
Do you think so?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, okay. Fill
But
me
I
in.
don't know if he posts enough of his like personal information for that to be the case. Like I would say that this does sound more like harassment.
Okay. All right. So let's get off from him for a while, because I'm always a bit sort of hesitant to discuss something that's sort of happening online unless I've already sort of seen it, for myself, or know it to be a fact. I don't want to be cyber stalk. Hi, Squish Squish. Cyber stalking is a thing. Um, yeah. Well, we all know, especially in this part of YouTube, that they use that word so often that, like with so many other words, it's somewhat diluted.
Mm-hmm.
So, what constitutes stalking? Watching somebody's videos all the time and leaving comments? I mean, what constitutes it? Following them onto other platforms? I mean,
Yeah, I feel like the stalking bit would come into like over multiple platforms and going into like personal life, going into things that aren't posted about,
So just to bring it back to Monty real quick, has he asked her to stop?
I want to say he has.
see, it's difficult, isn't it? It's like, with the case of this program, Baby Reindeer. It's difficult because how can you be stalked if you're sort of participating? I think a lot of people would sort of think that way. And I think, that's one of the things, the problems with this particular thing is that he's now owning up to perhaps being a bit more complicit in the relationship, and maybe, sort of going along with it. And that's not a good thing if this woman has reached a stage where she's become obsessed.
Right.
Absolutely, yeah. And I think it's also like, so he played into it. He has his different reasons, right? But also the abuse that he endured with that writer, right? That complicated things because he did mention, he was like, I feel bad, reporting Martha when I couldn't report him.
Yeah, that was in my mind as well. Like, when they showed him going to the police station, I was like, so you're reporting this woman who she hadn't sort of physically done anything to him at that stage, apart from filling him up in the alley. But
that was kind of wild though.
And why did he stand there and let her do it? That's what I mean.
Yeah. I can understand maybe he felt, he was kind of shocked and kind of froze.
What, in that situation?
Yeah, because this was still after he had already been abused by the man.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. Interesting. Okay, should we
and then knows what?
Yeah.
I think Monty's 41, 42 maybe.
Yeah, I don't really like to link them. I know we're just chatting, so okay, I guess it's okay. Yeah, he did freeze up. Did you see it, Squish Squish? Tell me what you thought. And why haven't you watched my video? Get yourself over there. just do it, all right? That's what I have to say to Edna sometimes. I'm like, Edna, have you actually seen my channel? Apart from when you want to come on another chit chat.
The thing is, like it's in the background. So
I tell you what, Bridge, I feel used. Sometimes I feel that Edna just uses me. She just comes
Absolutely.
on and gives me those little heart faces, and that's it. Yes, no, oh Jan, this is
And
so well done. You've done loads of editing here. Well done, girl. None of that.
It's
Edna only watches you
yeah.
through reaction channels.
Yes, yes. And go on like onto my narrative blooming platform. Oh, it's hussy these days, Edna. How's he doing? Is he doing all right?
I'm telling you, I deleted my account. I haven't seen Hussy.
You still barred?
No, I mean I don't know, maybe, but I haven't been over there. I deleted
Oh,
my Twitch account.
okay. I believe you. I believe you. I bet
Mhm.
you're in his DMs, aren't you? I bet you're sending him massive bottles of bloody vodka.
No, I don't. I don't talk to anybody like vodka. That's what I used to drink when I drunk. If I would
Oh,
have a drink.
I can't do vodka. It might.
In Boone's Farm,
I did
what you
vodka
know about
one.
that?
What?
Boone's Farm is really chick. It's really chick. It's really cheap labor. Wait, liquor.
You said Boone's?
What?
Boone's.
Oh yeah, don't worry, Bridge. She's reached the giggling stage. So she's going to find this highly amusing. Okay, here we go. Sort yourself out, Edna.
That's right.
Okay.
So Fiona was quoted as stating, "They offered me £250 and I asked if that's what they paid everyone. And if so, I wanted to see documentation to that effect. The
Right, so she wants documentation to the effect that everybody else gets paid 250 quid. I mean, who does she think she is? For God's sake. Yeah, I know. I'm worried. I'm worried. I'm looking for another panelist. Okay, we got to get rid of this Edna because she keeps appearing everywhere, and like she's linked to me, so it's like I have to be careful who I'm linked with. Oh.
documentation has not been forthcoming, and I have not signed a contract for the interview, and I will be seeking far more than the piddling £250. I'd settle for £1 million.
I'd settle for $1 million.
So kooky.
Oh God, that's insane, though, isn't it? And she was probably really serious about it. Yeah, I know, Sasha. I know. I'm only a fill-in between tax seasons. I know that.
No.
Bridge, you know that as well, don't you, darling? We're just fill-ins. Yeah, she's not really interested. Bridge, I know I've already said it, but that video where you're just laughing all the way through, I was out in my garden when I was watching it, and I just couldn't stop. Oh dear. Oh God. So funny.
That is a huge jump, obviously, in price. Now, Piers Morgan did appear on Lorraine to kind of speak about it, and Lorraine posed this question to Piers Morgan. But speaking exclusively to the Daily Record on Monday, the Scots Law graduate revealed that her anger after her appearance on this YouTube Uncensored show that made the host at least £250,000 already.
Do you know she talks a lot about money? Did you notice that? Because she did say something about she said it a few times about how much Richard Gadd had made on it. So she's very sort of money orientated.
Well, yeah, because she's probably not. I mean, she's not working, right? So I don't know how she supports herself. Maybe she gets like a government check, but it doesn't seem like she has a lot of money. So I could imagine so.
Mm-hmm. Interestingly, Barley says she knows it's insane, but it will get her attention, and 5 others asking her to speak. More money. She's smart. Yeah, I agree. I think Barley has got this woman sussed. That's what I think. Well done, girlie. And by the way, have you seen my kitten yet, Barley? I said to Barley, because she's got a little kitten, I thought, oh, maybe we can bond over the kittens.
Yeah.
And So I asked how old the kitten was, and that's it. She's not come over to my channel. Another one doesn't bother with my channel. It's all right, Barley. I see
She's here
you.
now.
I see you, Barley. All right, just have a look at my kitten.
What's your kitten's name? Oh, Oakley. Yeah, that's right.
Oh dear. Okay, let's move on.
The interview has been watched by more than 11 million viewers now, and will continue to generate revenue for Morgan every time it's viewed on his YouTube channel. But Harvey disclosed that she wants a larger share of the show's earning and will settle for 7 figures. Now, YouTube ad revenue is very finicky. What I mean by that is no two videos ever garner the same amount of money, even if they had similar numbers of views, because
well, yeah, but that's not a problem for me. Right, so let's move on. Yes, Cinta, your Cinta looks a bit like my Asker. My Asker's a tabby. We call them tabbies over here anyway. I don't know what you call them over there.
That's what I call them.
Yeah.
Probably tiger or something. I don't know. You Americans are weird. No idea. What was that? But that one where I showed. Oh yeah, on Twitter, Bridge put up this clip of this guy on a train. Was he on a train?
Oh,
and he was in a hammock.
Absolutely insane.
And they were trying to get him off this hammock. The driver had stopped the bus and was like, "Just get off. You know, what you doing, man?" He's like, "No." And he was like, just going round and round in this hammock. In this hammock. And I said to Bridge, I said, "I told you, you Americans are weird." It's weird.
Crazy. He was crazy.
I know. Well, as other people say, I should stick to the Brits. Okay, all right, I will then. Right, let's listen to what else he's got to say.
Words things, you are going to inevitably trip up on your words, and he is going to make sure that you do if he does not believe you. So, you know, I guess you got to take the rough with the smooth.
Well, it was fascinating viewing, wasn't it? Made headlines around the world. A lot of people said you just did it for clicks.
Well, I have a YouTube channel called...
Of course it was for clicks. We know it was for clicks.
Right.
That's no surprise.
Piers Morgan Uncensored, and I want people to click on it. Yeah. Shock horror. Like, you do a show for ratings.
Yeah.
That's the game we're in. I want people to watch the content we do. That's not why I did the interview. In fact, I didn't even realize anywhere near the scale of how big this show is. I honestly had to be persuaded by my team, and thank God they persuaded me, because it's been part of the phenomenon now.
Yeah.
But this baby reindeer thing globally has been one of the biggest things I've ever been involved in.
Do you think it's bigger than what was it called? Tiger? What was that other one that came out in the pandemic? Not
The
Tiger
Tiger King, Squid
Tiger
Game.
King.
Oh.
Yeah, remember that?
Yeah, I don't know if it's quite on the Tiger King level, because I feel like that had songs and it was just a different vibe.
Yeah, I preferred Tiger King, to be honest. This has made me, I don't know, it's just weirded me out a bit. So
I think had it not been for, PG with Monty, I don't think Baby Reindeer would be as relevant to Girl World.
Oh, really? What? Do you think they can't see any further than Girl World? You know what? You could have a point there, Edna. You could have a point. I mean, if you can't even go on holiday without, lying on the beach and, going on to Girl World
Well,
to see.
because your mama made a video about garlic in Bridget, and he played Baby Garlic, and I didn't realize that's a reference to Baby Reindeer, I think.
Oh, what an idiot. He's still over there like Mr. Bojangles dancing away for his pennies. God bless
He's
him.
having a good time.
He thinks that I became besties with Garlic just to get back at him.
So what if you did?
Come on now.
But do you know what? He's still got, and what's interesting is he has the same train of thought as Hussey, because Hussey's like that. Hussey really believes that I stole Edna from him.
No.
And that's the only reason why I have Edna on panel, because it's to get at the hustler.
Mhm.
It's like, what?
Right.
Edna's been on here for months. I can't get rid of her. God,
Well,
comes on,
and
she falls
and
asleep.
if anything, me talking to Hussey, that would distance us more than you try. I don't think you would like try to fight or try to convince somebody in that way.
No, I'd be like, go on then, off you go. But I mean, it's as I've said so many times, we're adults, for God's sake. I see Bridget talking to people on Twitter sometimes, and I'm like, oh, are you sure? But then I'm like, I don't care. We're all adults. Do you know what I mean? And
But
that's what these people don't seem to understand.
yeah, but
So
also just because you're in chat and you say hi to somebody doesn't mean that you talk to them off platform or outside of chat or anything. Like a hi just might be a hi.
Mhm.
yeah, exactly. And the thing was, when you went missing, I mean, he's still trying to sell the story that I stalked you. I stalked you high and low to find you when you went missing. I
Mm-mm.
mean, does he not realize that, we can sort of talk to each other quite easily? Yeah, there's such a thing as Instagram. Do you know what I mean? I can't
Yeah.
get rid of her. Listen, if I want to talk to Edna, I'll go on Instagram and do it. I don't do it on my live stream. Do you know what I mean? And,
Right.
well, there's just no need to speak to Bridget. Do you know what I mean? It's like, nah, she can come on here, but nah, I don't need to speak to her. Apart from that. But it's weird the way their minds think, though, isn't it?
But I
It's
mean, some
weird.
people that is how they speak to some of their community members. Is through the chat.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I know. And then they sort of try and say, oh, no, we don't mind anyone who comes in here. Anybody can come in here and say what they like. And
Mhm.
it's like, no. Yeah, unless it's Jan's view, Bridge, and occasionally Edna. I mean, oh dear. I just have to laugh about it. It's really silly. Right, let's see what the chat are saying. What's this one here? I don't know how you can look at Hussey and beat her. It's like looking at what? Eyeballs being popped. I know. I
Pimples.
know. The what? Sorry?
Pimples.
Oh, ew. Oh no. Some people like that, don't they?
Yeah,
Hate
they have that
that.
show, Mr. Pimple Doctor or whatever it's called.
Ugh.
I've never
Mhm.
watched it. And I had no interest in watching it.
Ugh.
Mm-mm.
No.
I do like to see people getting waxed though and tweezing.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Well, you like to watch people in extreme pain, then.
No, not extreme pain, like normal waxing. Not like I don't want to see people get hurt. I'm not a
Yeah.
sadist.
Yeah. No, but some people do like it. And one of my daughters likes pimple popping. I'm like, ugh,
Mm-mm.
don't do it
Mm-mm.
near me.
Yeah.
Right, okay, let's see what else.
Now, this is so true because Baby Reindeer was obviously a phenomena in itself. And I think that if Fiona Harvey hadn't have gone on to Piers Morgan, by now, this entire Baby Reindeer situation probably would have started to simmer out. It would have been up here. By this point, it'll probably be down here, and probably by next week, maybe even the week after.
Do you know, I think he's got a point. I think her coming along and speaking out
Mm-hmm.
and, just sort of keeping it sort of bubbling. She's just
Yeah.
keeping, everything bubbling underneath now. And people are now at the point where, I am, where I'm thinking, well, what is going to happen here? I mean, she's not going to win anything in court. I mean, for me, she just seems like a bloody liar. But what do
Yeah.
you people think? Do you think this has just stirred it up a bit more?
Yes, of course. Because, like, I think I saw an article where somebody said that they had found her and said her name, but I didn't know anything about her. But now she's on Piers, and you can see that she's off.
Yeah. Yeah, she is. She is a bit. I think she's more.
It makes me wonder what are they gonna do with the mental health? Like, this woman clearly needs resources.
But then so does he. Don't you think he does as well?
I mean, yeah, but not in quite the same way.
Yeah.
Because she's out of touch with reality.
I mean, I must admit, when it got to the bit where she contacted his mum, I sort of gone off. I was like, oh no, this is getting on my nerves.
Oh, yeah.
So I went in the kitchen and made myself a cup of tea. So I don't really know exactly what happened there.
No, the dad was out of control.
Yeah.
Oh, the dad was calling her all kinds of names. You see you next Tuesday. Stop calling me you fat Sal. He was going off.
Oh
But
my God.
that would have been me. I'm like, this cuckoo lady, get out of here. You know what I mean?
Oh my God. But then I saw a bit where didn't she phone the parents and make out that he'd had an accident or something?
Oh,
Explain
yeah.
that bit to me.
Yeah.
So I think he was with Terry for the first time or something like that. Like they were on a date, and so he had his phone off. But I don't. So I guess Martha called called the parents and said that he had been in an accident, but they couldn't contact her again. And of course, they're calling around and they couldn't get any. They couldn't find out anything from the hospitals.
That's sort of psychotic. That sort of move. That's more than just stalking. To do something like that, I think, is just awful. I remember seeing that bit. He was at the restaurant, wasn't he, with Terry, and his phone went off, and he said, "Oh, it's my dad. Oh, it's my mum," or something like that. And he said, "Oh, I'll get it a bit later." And that's when I wandered into the kitchen. I was like, "Oh, I don't want to watch this really," but I felt that I needed to watch it in order to, speak on it really. Yeah, they are both Scottish, Capone.
Television. I mean, Richard Gall, I saw him on your show here. He's done an amazing job telling this story. But the key question after watching the series and watching my interview is it actually a true story?
Yeah.
And the key part of that is, did she actually go to prison? Is she a convicted stalker? As I sit here, Lorraine, there is no actual evidence so far that she's ever even been in court. So we have to wait and see.
It's really interesting. But
Apart from the brother that said something, no, not the brother, nephew.
The nephew
Supposedly said something on Facebook. Right, hang on. What's that? What's Capone saying? If they're both Scottish, that's a problem because they can't understand a word the other was saying. They've got very light Scottish accents. What? Hang on. I wrote to Fiona.
Oh
on
my
Facebook.
God, Bally. Come on.
You know I like writing. Today also I wrote to Donald Trump claim I found an email address by clicking a you're bored. Barley.
That's why we love Bally. What did you write to her? What did you say?
I'm frightened to ask. Oh my God, what did you say? Was it full of swear words? Oh, Barley. I can show the emails and the replies.
They
It's
reply?
funny. We only live
Yes,
once.
make a video.
Oh my God. Come on up, Barley, and then you can show us. If you have to put the camera on. Come on up and show us. This could be a first. Oh dear.
That is funny.
Barley, why would you do that? Oh,
Why not?
Capone, that's mean. Go to the naughty step. No, it was a very nice email. Very nice. I'm Austrian and I want to support. What? But you just said a whole lot of stuff about her that she. Oh, anyway. But Steve doesn't like Trump, but it's because he is jealous of Trump.
Jealous? I think not. Jealous of what?
What's he jealous
Right.
of Trump for? Who's going to be jealous of Trump? Who wants to look like that?
Right.
I can't get past the looks.
It's
No,
the
I
intelligence
can't.
for me. The guy's an idiot.
Yeah. Oh no. Do you think he'll get back in?
I think it's a real possibility, and it
Yep.
scares me.
No.
Mm-hmm.
No. Oh
Yeah.
God. Anyway, I'm just glad I'm not in America. Sorry, guys. Anyway, let's carry on.
Now, just before they continue as well, I did mention this in yesterday's video, but to get in the UK, it's very difficult to get hold of any prison records or court records, because if you want to see someone's criminal history, for example, or any records of them going to prison, you have to request the documents be released through a court. The court then has to release it, but that doesn't mean that you'll get all the information, because due to the Human Rights Act, there may be parts of that documentation that could be redacted for someone's personal security or like basically privacy. So, you know, Piers could go around and get this information, but there's no guarantee that it will have her name in it. There's no guarantee that it will have her sentence in it. It's a very difficult one to maneuver. And
Yeah, but then having said that, if anyone can get it, Piers Morgan can get it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he's a
Yeah.
sneaky, so-and-so. So if anyone can get it, then he can. That's what I'm going to say. Sorry, Bridge, did you say something?
No.
Or was that Edna hiccuping?
Oh, I was just agreeing with you. Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. Right, let's move on. I quite like this guy. He's got a bigger channel, by the way. This is a side channel that he's got. I think he shares it with somebody else.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see
Okay.
what it says here. But I like the way he covers things. He's an intelligent boy. I like that. Yeah. Anyway, let's carry on.
and it's, you know, you have to take at least 1,000 leaps and go through many loopholes to try and get hold of the documentation. It's not an easy task.
What has said is that he didn't want their identities revealed. That wasn't what the show was about. But inevitably, of course, because it's been
Well, I
so
don't
huge.
I got to say, I'm afraid I think that's pretty disingenuous, because they literally used parts of messages which internet sleuths just tapped into her
so easy.
Twitter account, and up came the same
easy.
phraseology. So I think they failed in a duty of care to Fiona Harvey. There's no question about that, Netflix in particular. But the key question is whether they've defamed her. Because if you accuse somebody of being a convicted stalker and they're not a convicted stalker, that's a pretty serious.
He's talking out of both sides of his mouth, because it can't be a fabrication and get like it can't be true and untrue. Like you can't say, oh, they used the exact words and they made it too easy to find me and blah blah blah, and then say it's all these lies. Like we just.
So is he then going on the premise that he believes that she, that it's all fake, that everything was lies? Because if so, then why does he feel that she could win something? She would have to prove it in a court of law. So
I mean, that's what I'm not really understanding. He's not making it clear what's supposedly incorrect and what is.
yeah. Maybe he's just stirring the pot. By the way, this woman here, Lorraine Kelly, she's been on like
You okay, Jan? I think she just needs a drink of tea.
no, I'm all right. She's been on breakfast TV for about 100 years. And she's also Scottish, and she's so annoying. That's what I was going to say. That's it, really.
It's a mistake
Very
to
much
make.
so. Very much so.
And this is exactly where the issue therein lies, because obviously at the start of the episodes, it says that this is a true story. All right. Like, that was one of the biggest parts of the show. The biggest selling point for this show was that it wasn't just a dramatization. This was a true story. And that's what Netflix and Richard Gadd promoted it as, a true story. It wasn't just based on a true story. There wasn't, you know, a true story with works of fiction within this. And no, it was a true story. And then obviously the prison scene comes in and the sentencing. Richard Gadd has come out to say that, you know, that part was a dramatization for the show. But by that point, is it too little too late? Has the damage then been done to someone like Fiona Harvey's reputation, even though we never knew who Fiona Harvey was before the show? So, you know.
See, that's the point. And I'm actually wondering now whether it's just a case of Piers Morgan, delightful Piers Morgan, just stirring the pot here for his own gain, because he doesn't give a toss about this woman.
No.
If she, I mean, I think, right, put yourself in her position, and supposing you'd seen that and you thought, oh my God, he's talking about me, and nothing like that happened. Is the first thing you're going to do is go on a massive platform such as YouTube to, like, you know, somebody who's got, you know, millions and millions of subscribers, and are you gonna sit there and say, no, it wasn't me? Why have you bothered to do it so publicly? That's what I would think.
Now, you know, she did an interview before Pierce, but it wasn't that big of a platform, so it didn't get that much of attention. Then when that didn't get enough attention, that's when she went on Pierce.
Oh, right. Okay. So, all right, let me think. My head's all confuddled lately, as my kids would say. Lately, Mum? So I'm thinking, do you know what it was, Bridge? Can we find it?
I don't know. I'm sure you can find it. I don't know, though. I haven't seen it.
I mean, that's the thing. Why would you? I mean, if you really were a private person, okay, you're a bit shy. Yeah, you did used to go to this pub and there was a barman who was a comedian and blah, 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 blah. So you'd think, you know, when you saw that story, you'd think, oh, shit, he's made this all up. That never happened. So, yeah, it doesn't figure to me that you would go on to someone like Piers Morgan's show to defute it and not do a very good job at it. Refute it, that's the word. And not do a very good job, because I think we all have to agree that that interview didn't do her any favors at all.
No.
So is there anything you girls want to add to that?
I just think that, like, if she was so upset and then people were started contacting her, they found her or whatever, and she wanted to get back at him, she would do everything behind the scenes. Go ahead with your lawsuit, get your lawyer. It's no need to go on public platforms.
Exactly. And she could have, you know, earned herself, if that's the right word, got herself a bloody big payout because of it. But instead, she's opened herself up to, like, you know, worldwide scrutiny, really.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's not making her look good. I mean, like, this guy, he's jumped on it. Can't blame him. You know, he's getting views for it. Can't blame him. How many views? Look, he's got 11,000 views on this, and he's only got 8K subscribers. So, yeah, he's jumping on it. You can't blame them jumping on it. But if you look at it in the cold light of day and think, well, you know, supposing that was you, would you go publicly? Because I wouldn't, because you know that your whole world is going to be, you know, ripped apart, and people are going to be digging into this and digging into that and digging. So, yeah.
Well, see, that's the thing. She still has her messages public. She had her accounts public.
Has she?
Yeah, I think I mean, it had to be the case for people to find her, right?
Because she even said on Pierce that her Facebook wasn't public anymore. But then that other guy, he looked and he was like, it is public. It's still public.
Should we have a look?
Well, Bally did. Bally did.
Let's have a look and see what Barley said on there. Right,
But
okay,
I
what's
mean,
her
so I
name?
just think it adds, like, if she truly didn't want to be found or X, Y, and Z, she would have deleted the messages, or she would have privatized her account. Like, she
Yep.
wouldn't have the, word for word same thing posted.
Yep.
Fiona Harvey, isn't it? Okay, let's have a look. Okay, lawyer. They're all going to be fake names, aren't they?
Oh,
Hang on, let me share. Let me share. Okay, right.
all the stock
Look,
accounts. Oh my
this
goodness.
is. Look at this, right? Fiona Harvey, just a thought. I've shared a few videos recently on Facebook, and people say they have been encouraged. I know my faith and beliefs isn't for everyone, so that can't be her, can it? That's a group.
though. Yeah.
Right. Pages. No. Music band. Fiona Harvey. Solicitors. That's not her. Okay, this is where we're going to get everyone. Fiona Harvey. Miss Stalker Bum.
People
Sorry.
are so funny.
Oh, that made me laugh. Right, is this her? Fiona Harvey lives in. Okay, all right. I wonder if that's her. Let's see. Fiona Harvey. How many has she got? Oh, we may have found her, guys. Okay. All right. Shall we read this? Are we allowed to do this? Oh, I don't know if we're allowed to do it. Are we?
Why?
'Cause
It's
I
a
think
it's
I
a
heard-
public profile.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I think I heard Gorlick say YouTube are trying to stop people from reading things, other people's words.
Hmm.
Yeah. I mean, what do you think? Shall I risk it for a biscuit? Right. The thing is, we don't really know if it's her, do we?
I don't think it's her because they have like a lot of misspelled words. I think
Yeah,
they're
but
making
didn't you
fun of
see
her.
her? Didn't you see some of the letters?
I think that they're trying to make fun of her.
Didn't you see some of the letters she put though?
I saw the letters, but I think they're really trying to make fun of her.
Do you think that she really does drink?
No, she said that she didn't drink. Right, hang on. What have you got?
Barley said,
Barley
"Don't be
said-
chicken shit."
You calling me names, Barley? Don't be chicken shit. I wrote here. Well, how can I can't. How can I put? Oh, hang on. Let me write that in. How do I do that?
Let me see.
Did you write on this page, Barley? Was it on this page? Was this her? She lives in London. What's this here?
Okay, yeah, no, that's not the same account.
Oh, that's not the
I'm
same
opening it
account.
up.
Barley,
doesn't
tell me
look-
what account it is.
Okay, I put it in the private chat.
Okay, hang on. Where's the private chat? Oh, there it is. I'm good at this. I'm so good at this. Right, okay, copy. How come you can do it, Bridget, and I can't do it? Is it because I'm a boomer?
Probably, I don't know.
Right, okay, so let's put that on there. All happens on Jan's views, you know. Right, let's find it. Oh! Oh! Right, let's get rid of Barley's message there. Right, okay. Piers wasn't. Oh, okay. So, can you read this, guys? You go bigger. Right, is that okay? Right, we could actually go
Yes.
bigger. Hang on, let's do that. Let's do that. Is that better? Just moved over a bit, that's all. Right. 12th of May, that was 3 days ago. Piers wasn't nasty to me. I just didn't like all the bullying in regards to the. This is her because she's the spelling. In regards to the emails and stating, "Well, find you out, and it's not hard." It was 12 years ago, and no one holds and no one's found any convictions. Okay. All right. Whatever. Right, we want to find Barley. Barley, which bit did you answer? Gad and Netflix lied about me going to prison. All convictions are in the public domain. I'm sure all these wee journalists. Listen, there's no way that this woman went to any kind of university. Look at the way she spells. Her spelling is dreadful. She can't even spell journalists. I just want to find. Oh look!
But didn't they say in the series at least that she actually is a lawyer or was a lawyer?
She's not a lawyer. She spells like that. There's no way. Ollie, where are you? I want to see. Did you use your right name? Yeah. Do you remember when she said she's got six email addresses?
She also said she had a photographic memory and stuff. Because I'm looking at this thing where they said somebody put on there, I found your law degree, and it says Fiona Harvey, Masters of Law in Comediation, all right grades. All right grades, not top of the year or anything. Like, how can you have a photographic memory and can't remember your grades?
This is actually the same college I'm again. Oh my god. It ain't even close. That's true. Right, hang on, what did yeah, but the English isn't your first language, you're allowed. Oh right, so you sent her a private message. Oh, Barley. So yeah. She got a lot of comments there. So yeah, we don't know. I did not send 43k emails. I did not. I'm not media trained. I'm not a compulsive liar. I don't go out of my way to ruin people's lives with two
Is
V's.
Is this really her?
I don't know. I mean, yeah, I don't know. How can you tell? Oh yeah, I mean she's got 34.87 right, 34,000 followers. All right, hang on, let's see. Shall we? You're just doing this for the payday. Someone says my interview air on YouTube now. Listen, this woman is not educated. I'm sorry. So
No,
is her
look,
real
wait,
name Arthur? No.
I scrolled down to the first post that she made. The first post was on May 1st. I don't think this is really her.
Oh, okay.
Well, May 7th, nervous about TV show. Don't want them to destroy me. Maybe I don't have the courage. Rouge. Jesus. Look, someone's put Richard nailed your spelling. Look. I spelled Richard wrong. Oh, you should laugh. You should laugh, but it's quite funny. It's quite amusing. Been added to a group messenger chat now full of Gad supporters. You're as insane as Gad and Laura Walker. Who's Laura Walker? As list of your name's account will be given to my lawyer. Oh, I thought you were a lawyer. How long will this circus go on? Oh, this is silly. The spelling is terrible. No, her real name's Fiona. Fiona Harvey. Oh,
So
here.
I did a little bit of math to see, like, how, like, over 2 years, how many messages you have to send a day to send 40,000. So it's approximately like 55 messages a day.
Oh, look. F you, Richard Gad. Oh, that's a nice picture. So is this the one that you saw, Bridge? You said you scrolled down. That's on the 1st of May. Just completely different. A picture of beautiful me. Oh. Okay. All right. Well, that's that then. I've probably been kicked off of. Hey, nobody cares. Everyone can have a good old laugh. Right, guys. I'm gonna cough. Okay, that's it. Okay, so Capone's saying it's not the real one. Oh, oh, okay. But apparently that one joined in 2022. Oh, another interesting thing. Another interesting thing was when she said to Piers that she's had a boyfriend for 5 years.
Oh my gosh.
I thought, oh, pee off, woman. No, you haven't. Anyway, right, Barley's starting a new channel. Okay, it's in the working. So, what are you going to be doing on your new channel, Barley? I will want you guys to have a wrench. It's nothing to do with Girl World. Okay.
Nice.
That sounds good. You don't want Edna. She's rubbish. Yeah. She'll just try and talk to them in the chat. I'll give you one little warning. If you do that again, and then you... Anyway, guys, I'm going to go because my hay fever's starting. It's been fun. Thanks for coming up, my girls. And you coming on Friday? Drama Friday.
Drama Friday.
Yeah. What should we talk about? There's nothing going on, is there? I don't know. I mean, yeah, there is a lot to talk about. Oh, God. Anyway, thanks for coming up, girls. Always appreciate you coming. It's always good fun.
Thank you.
Chat. Right. Okay, you're not
Bye,
saying
everyone.
all right. I'll see you on Twitter, love. All right.
Okay.
And thanks so much to everyone in the chat. It's always nice to have people in to have a bit of a chinwag with. And to the stalkers, yeah, thanks. Thanks for coming in, opening up the numbers. We had 3 in here today. I'm so pleased. Anyway, so just take care of yourselves out there because it's a rotten old world. And I'll see you on Friday. So until then, bye-bye for now.